I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. As you may know, I co-host the podcast Political Beatdown with Michael Cohen, and there was a great moment from the last show I did with Michael Cohen where Cohen reacted to Trump's latest grift. Specifically, which one, right? He's so many grifts. The latest grift where Trump announced that he was going to have his Series 2 of these NFT trading cards that he sells, and it's just so completely humiliating and embarrassing and frankly just degrading to the country in general when Donald Trump engages in that behavior, yet alone the fact that the modern day Republican Party, which is the MAGA Republican Party, supports him. But as the news broke that Donald Trump had announced his new set of NFT trading cards, I was right there with Michael Cohen to see Michael Cohen's reactions. I want to play that for you right now. So let's play this clip of Cohen reacting to Trump's announcement of new NFT trading cards. Play the clip.
Trust me when I tell you they can have all of this documentation. You can say it's worth whatever it's worth. Right now, my understanding is that the company is on the verge of bankruptcy. They don't even have enough money to stay afloat. We'll see what ends up happening. Maybe Jared will invest some of the Saudi money that he got, into Truth Social to keep them afloat. But then again, who knows what they're doing? Who knows how they're doing? His cash positions clearly can't be great because the guy's out there grifting again, for example, with his NFTs. He's out there sitting.
You saw that.
Yeah, he's out there grifting on anything that he can do. Carrying the Liberty Bell. Could you imagine this shit? It's like one after the other after the other. And again, if these folks are stupid enough to be buying into this, then they deserve these NFTs. I like how in one of his posts, he talks about how he's able, that everybody's making money off of reselling his NFTs and so on. It's just not true. Anybody that knows this business understands it's not called the market. Somebody has to buy it. And when you buy it, the guy who originally sold it gets 5% of the total thing. So it's almost like, you could make money in perpetuity. But these things aren't trading because why would they? There's no value to them. I don't know whether he did or he didn't sell out on the first. Look at some of these. Him on a motorcycle, camouflage again. Oh yes, the King of Hearts. This is a guy with a massive heart, right? He's Elvis now. It's really and a chef. I don't know. Look, This is. I'm surprised that he's not choking the lion, or Don Jr. doesn't have the lion over his shoulder after he put a bullet in its head. This is just. You may remember when Don and Eric posted all of those photos of their safari hunt, with the dead animals, and Don holding, for example, an elephant's tail. Really despicable sort of shit. But look, whatever floats your boat. I don't get it. I'll never understand it. Truth be told, Donald hates guns. That's a fact. Donald hates hunting. It's not his thing. The kids like it. They learn that from their maternal grandfather. It is what it is. Again, I don't understand it, but I love the fact that he's there. He's a hunter, he's a warrior, he's a motorcyclist, he's a chef. Lord knows what this man is. And it's amazing. It's amazing if you look at it from a psychological perspective, and someone like Mary Trump would probably be best in order to sort of evaluate this. But it really goes to show you just how fragile his ego is, that he needs to put himself into these situations as opposed to, for example, using family photos or photos of when he was in the White House or behind the Lincoln desk, or things that are legitimate and real, instead of, say, a 270, 280 pound Donald, at a svelte 190, 195, 40 years ago, taken off of the way he looks today. He's just that consumed with his appearance that he's putting up these fake trading cards, and sadder are these idiots that are buying them for whatever reason.
And now let's take a quick break to talk about our next partner, Fume. Cold turkey, it may be great on sandwiches, but there's a better way to break your bad habits. We're not talking about some weird mind voodoo from your wacky neighbor or some sketchy message board. We're talking about our sponsor Fume, and they look at the problem in a different way. Now, not everything in a bad habit is wrong. So instead of drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? Fume is an innovative, award-nominated device that does just that. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses all natural, delicious flavors. You get it. Instead of bad, Fume is good. It's a habit you're free to enjoy and makes replacing your bad habit easy. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing and anxiety while breaking your habit. The first time I used Fume, I was shocked at how flavorful and fresh it tasted. Now, it's easy to hold and perfectly balanced and quite honestly, extremely fun to fidget with. The real wood material and sleek design definitely classes it up, and I feel pretty darn cool holding it. Stopping is something we all put off because it's hard, but switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and even fun. Fume has served over 100,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason that can't be you. Head to tryfume.com and use code BEAT to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com and use code BEAT to save an additional 10% off your order today.
And there's a great one also. I'm sure Salty must have it. But if you buy them all, I think it's like 47 of these, pieces of shit. You get to have dinner with the president. I guess it's not everyone that buys 47 cards. I'm sure, it's going to be some sort of a raffle. So that's kind of, it's misstated. I promise you, everyone that buys 47 cards is not having dinner with Donald, but it is kind of amazing. What are they, $99 a piece? So it's $4,700, to have dinner with Donald. It's amazing. I mean, it's a great grift. The guy is certainly the grifter in chief, and he does it better than anybody else that I've ever seen.
It's the pathology, though, of a malignant narcissist. It's a pathology of an authoritarian. We've seen them. It's how Kim Jong-un presents himself to his people. That's how Donald Trump wants to turn the United States of America into that style. And frankly, though, the reason why it is important, though, we talk about it, in addition to it is important just to call it out and to just show how weird it is. But that individual is who the modern day Republican Party says, you know what? We need that person to lead our country again. That person who's making these trading cards of himself as a king of hearts, and this person who's, making himself look like Rambo. This is the individual who we need to make decisions over life or death for our family and our friends and ourselves and our colleagues and our coworkers. Let's give this guy the nuclear codes. And it is such a dereliction of it's real traitorous behavior. When the Republicans, it's the ultimate gaslighting that they're like, let's make this person in charge. Even after all we've known about him before and how disastrous it was, this person, let's put him in control. Cohen always just hits the nail right on the head. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just grift after grift after grift. It is demeaning. It is humiliating. But there is no low when it comes to the modern day Republican Party. I mean, it's that behavior needs to be called out. And I'm so glad and fortunate to co-host Political Beatdown with Michael Cohen, where he calls that out. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to Political Beatdown wherever you get your audio podcast. Just search Political Beatdown, hit subscribe, and make sure you subscribe right here to the MeidasTouch YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.
At MeidasTouch, we are unapologetically pro-democracy, and we demand justice and accountability. That's why we're spreading our message to Convict 45. That's right, gear up right now with your Convict 45 tees and pins at store.MeidasTouch.com. That's store.MeidasTouch.com.